We're back,
Yeah.
and welcome to another Dude's Digital Downloads Reviews. Cheers, Kike. Happy Sunday,
Yeah.
fun day.
Happy Sunday, man.
What do you think of the background here?
Try not to pay too much attention to it, man. It's kind of making me dizzy,
Yeah.
but it's good. I like it.
Yeah. I'm guessing you're not at home. You dumbass.
No, I'm not. I'm not at home. I'm back in the hometown I grew up with, and I'm visiting my nephew.
He's in Mexico, as you can see. He's in a cave.
I'm basically in a cage in a dungeon because it's hot out there, man.
He's in a cave. Yeah.
We're doing it like the Afghanistan people.
Anyways, as you can see, today's movie is The Life of Hulk Hogan. No, I'm playing.
No.
We're doing Big George Foreman.
Oh my God. Okay, I want to know what you think about this movie because I definitely have my my thoughts on this.
I fucking loved it.
Really?
Yeah, there was a part where he ran away from the cops and then he had to cover himself in shit.
Yeah, that was fucked up. I mean, that's the beginning of the movie, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it was all right. It was cool. I like the beginning.
You know what I really liked is that they didn't switch actors on us. The same guy played him. He just added prosthetics and they shaved his. He had a fro in the beginning, but to make him look heftier and shit. But it was the same guy. I appreciated that.
Yeah, that's true.
I thought he was a good actor. He looked like
He's a good
50 Cent.
actor.
He looked like 50 Cent a little bit.
I mean, all the actors involved were really good. It's just a story that is, honestly, the movie was too long for what it was.
Well, that was his story. It's his whole life.
Yeah, but too long. It's not as, I didn't grab me as other movies that, oddly enough, Sony has made. Most of the ones that we've been reviewing about, like brands and shoes and whatever you want to call it, life of people, like, have been done by Sony. I think this is the lower one, man. I didn't like the movie. It was way too slow, too long, I would say.
I will say, I'll agree with you. It was a little too long. But I mean, if you were going to tell his whole life the way they did,
yeah.
I mean, there were some parts that was missing, the rapes and allegations and the sleeping around and shit, the sleeping around with women and shit. They show none of that. They didn't show none of that.
I would think no. Yeah, I don't think George Foreman would be like, yeah, I'm okay with that.
It's his life. I would show it. Fucking some hot bitch getting fucked and shit, big titties. Yeah. Hey, the guy who played Ali.
Oh yeah.
Muhammad Ali. That guy was good.
yeah. He had a big mouth.
I liked him a lot.
He aids that part.
And the great Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah, Forrest Whitaker was there, man. I mean, like, again, the acting was great, but the story was lacking, man. It's not something that I would sit down and watch again. I would never watch this movie.
Well, it's his life. He can calm down. I mean, you gotta admit, it's amazing that this guy was champion at like 28 and then again at 45.
That is crazy. That part was crazy.
Now, I went because like I'm not into like boxing and shit, but when I saw this movie, I went back and I watched all those fights to see to compare them and shit.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously they don't look like him, because they're different shit. But they try to recreate it as good as they could. And I gotta tell you, the last fight when he was 45 and shit, I saw the whole 8 rounds. I mean, it's not that long. They have it on YouTube. It's not even that long. It's because they chop off the breaks in the middle because there's always that break. So they just show you the rounds, and I saw all 8 of them. And the whole time, Moore was whooping his ass because this guy's 45 and he's slow and he's like this, and the guy's fucking beating the shit out of him. He's all tired, and in the 8th round, he's all fucking tired, and Moore's like, and then like it was like all of a sudden like he saw an opening and he went,
oof.
And it didn't even look like he did it hard. It just went like he went boom boom, boom boom, just two in a row, boom boom. But that knocked him the fuck out because this 45-year-old man, he had brick hands and shit. So
he did. I mean,
he was just waiting for the guy.
You know what he was saying in the movie, Muhammad Ali, that he was slow?
Yeah.
Because he's so big. There's some right to that, honestly. If you see him fight, he looks like he's slow, but it's because he's huge. And at the moment when he hits you, you're gonna feel that motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know. I do appreciate his life, his career, everything.
Hey, he's
I
a
wanted
little
to see
autistic.
a lot more about the fucking burger maker, the George Foreman girl, man.
He's a little autistic, don't you think?
He's a little on the spectrum.
He was.
Yeah, he was.
He was on the.
I didn't realize
you were above the line. He was below the line. Because he, you know, all he had to do. Hey, man.
All those, you know, poof. You know that doesn't help either.
The George Foreman grill was bullshit because, it basically showed that he had nothing to do with it. They just needed him to be the face, and that's it.
Yeah, I know, and you know, like that's the only thing that I wanted to fucking see. Like,
that's all you cared about, the goddamn grill, you dumbass.
I thought, like, oh, maybe they're running with some problems with China and the distribution.
Well, his friend fucked him over. That was crazy.
That is fucking.
I mean, he trusts you, your drug addict, fucking crack friend. Of course, he's white, and he was white, so that's why he trusted him.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucked up. He wasted all the money, all of it, Kike.
I don't know why people do that, man. I would save it up, buy a house.
Hey, they grew up really poor.
I know.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, well, I mean,
back in the day, they wouldn't have free lunches at school, Kike.
Yeah, they didn't.
They really didn't.
They really didn't.
Nowadays, the kids don't want to eat in the cafeteria because Michelle Obama changed the laws and they give them really shitty food. They look like ass, Kike.
There's no more breakfast pizza. Breakfast pizza, remember that?
Dude, that was badass. The burritos had pizza in it. That was fucking the shit. The pizzas, bro. I would get the corn on the cob. You know, they with a little corn, and I would dump it on the pizza and eat it like that. They were badass, Kike. That like the exquisite cuisine right there, motherfucker. They always give us a brownie too.
Dude, I don't know. I would skip that day.
I would wait because we would get high. And we would go at the end and we'd eat, and then right before, maybe like 10 minutes, 5 minutes before the bell's gonna ring, they opened us like who wants seconds, because that's it. And all the fat kids get in line, but I would get in line too because I was fucking stoned and shit. Yeah.
You got any more brownies, ma'am?
Oh yeah. Big George Foreman. I love this movie, Kike. Fuck you. I loved it.
It's not that great.
I loved it. It is long. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. It is long. The acting's great and shit. Yeah. I mean, they could have shown some titties or something, but they didn't.
Yeah. I would skip this one. Obviously you wouldn't, but I would skip this one. Watch something else about boxing. I don't like this one. Go watch. I don't know.
See, Rocky, a fake white man, Italian.
He has a statue.
White Mexican, a fake white Mexican. You want to fucking celebrate that instead of a real fucking champion, double champion in twice hit arrows of his life, Kike.
Yeah.
He did the impossible. Nobody came back at 45 to win a championship. This Goliath came back and just stood there and got beat up for 8 rounds and then just punched the guy one time. That's it. He's champion. Yeah. Big George.
Big
George. Next week, we're going to bring you finally out on digital. Probably late whenever we say this. Has been out for a while. But finally, we're going to review none other than that fat piece of shit, untalented, not funny at all, Bert Kreischer, and this stupid fucking movie about him meeting a bunch of white people in Russia or something. Yeah, so we're gonna do The Machine, and then after that, my fucking super anticipated movie of the year, The Knights of the Zodiacs, imported from Japan. It's gonna be badass, Kike. I can't wait to review that one. Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. But until next time, cheers and happy Sunday fun day.
Cheers.